Hello and welcome to another video. So I'd just like to start this video off by saying in this one we're looking at KIMI-VELOCINI, who I'm sure a lot of people already know about. And is he a toxic troll or just a dirty driver, or what is he and why is he here? Personally, I think he's just a troll and a toxic player with no intention of trying to win a race. No intention of having fun, just purely trying to ruin everyone else's fun. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And I just want to say I don't condone this sort of driving in any way, and these are the sort of toxic players that we need to get out of the game so that all of us that want to play can enjoy it. But we'll move straight into the video now. So we're going to start with qualifying here. We are daily race B at Fuji in the group 4 cars, and I've been using the Scirocco. So coming down to turn 1, using the start of the grandstand and then the edge of the sign, sort of halfway between, as the braking point. Try and turn in late so that you can get the power down early, because obviously you're understeering the FFs. Braking just sort of where the grey changes, but I think you can brake a bit later, but that's not my greatest corner on this track. So, and then just trying to feather the throttle around this right hander and keep the speed up if you can. I dropped a little bit low there, braking somewhere between the 50 and 100 metre board, and turn in, clip the apex and on the powered as early as possible. Just keep fairly narrow here just to reduce the distance, move to the outside of the track and braking where the tarmac starts on the right. Cut a lot of that corner if you can, try not to accelerate too much in the first part or you'll understeer. All that curb, and then in the middle of that curb just a little bit of brake and trail brake into the apex and accelerate as early as possible. And again, just after the end of the curb, just brake and then trail brake and ease off and just try and let the car roll round. Got on the power a tiny bit too early there, I think, but not much. And then brake at the orange barrier on the right. So turn in late, get the power down as early as possible, and then the run down to the line. And as you can see in this practice, I was going fairly consistent to the mid to low 44s, but I was trying to aim to get in the 43. So can we do that? No, it's a 44.0, but very close. So we'll start off with my point of view of the race here like normal, and we won't look back at any of the incidents involving Kimi, because I'm going to show the race again afterwards just from Kimi's point of view, just so we can see what he does and you guys can make your minds up on, is he just driving dirty because he wants to win by any means, or is he just basically trying to ruin everyone else's fun, which is my opinion. But we'll get into my point of view of the race here first. He's starting up in 4th place. Bianca Pink Girl in front, who I raced in the last couple of races before this as well. Very quick, recognised her from PX Cam's videos because she's a Brazilian driver, very fast. So she'll be a competition to keep up with. But here, just braking a little bit too late, and we do just bump her. So we're going to ease off here and try and let her back pass without letting anyone else past if we can. But there, at last few races, I was braking too early and having to lift off way before the corner. So I tried to brake a bit later, but got it all wrong the opposite way. But you see there, the Polish guy backs, gives us plenty of space on the inside there. And you see what he does the right thing, he keeps very narrow so that he doesn't run me wide on the swooping right hander. And then he gives me space on the inside again. So some great racing here with Bax. So shout out to you, Bax, because I feel it's needed in this video when we're going to show some terrible driving. But unfortunately we get hung out to dry a little bit here, being stuck on the outside, as the Spaniard Alberto comes through there, so we have to delay our turning. And here's our first interaction with Kimi as he just barges into us there for no reason. But we'll carry on. So now trying to recover after poor start, you know, our own fault, you know, made a mistake into turn 1, so we've only got ourselves to blame. The car there just dives up the inside. Got to be careful of that sort of move. I wasn't expecting it. and then he gives me a little bump there, but I think accidental, but then Kimi just comes and gives us both no room, forcing me off the track, so that drops me down into 9th. So a terrible first lap from 4th to 9th, especially after I think the 3 races I did previous to this, I finished 2nd in all 3 of them, so totally different race here, which is why I'm showing this one. Obviously a bit more excitement in this than those, but there's Kimi, see, pushing someone off into the wall and then coming back across and pushing us off, but we just managed to keep it on the track and keep our position there. We see, there we go, he's pushing off again, so we're going to go for the ripple. Watch, I turn left immediately as I get alongside him because I know what's coming, but unfortunately his car's heavier than mine and he does push me off, but at least because there was contact I'm not going to get a penalty there. But that has dropped us back, give us a poor run, so it's give the cars behind a good run on us. And we're going to miss our braking point there, go deep, allow the cars alongside us to run through, and then this German here is just going to give us no space and barge us off the track as well. So a terrible race so far, down into 11th. Well, just look at this German, he bumps that guy through. He has got traction control on though, but look, he just accelerates out and gives me no space on the outside of the track, even though he's overtaking me. So not very good driving there, but maybe just poor driving because he has got traction control on. So he might still be learning a bit as someone there goes flying across the inside. So we get back up into 9th there. Just get on the power a little bit too early, but hold it together. But now we're taking a narrower line this time just to make sure no one dives up the inside again. And we're right behind the German here. But the only good thing about this is at least we're not near Kimi. But obviously I want to catch him up and I want to overtake him and beat him fairly. You know, because there's nothing better than when you see drivers like that to just beat them fairly and say, well, even with all that driving you can't beat me. But we've got the run on the German here, and here we go, we're going to go for the move. He's not going to defend it at all. Brake a little bit earlier because of the slipstream, and we nail the apex. Got a car try to come on the outside, but he's never going to hold that there, so we get that position. And they're too wide behind us, so we need to be a little bit careful here. Hopefully they won't run into us, and they don't. So that's why I don't think those two guys, I don't think they're driving too dirty. I think the Dutch guy maybe just making a few mistakes, but he gave us plenty of room once or twice in this. But he did give us 1 or 2 bumps as well. But, you know, I just think they were maybe mistakes. And then the German, I think maybe a bit of poor driving rather than actually dirty driving. Just needs to learn his driving manner a bit more maybe. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt, especially when we've got Kimi in this one, who we're obviously looking to try and catch back up to now if we can. But we have got the German right behind us. So let's see what we can do here. And just miss the apex there. It's nice if you can get the car just tucked in and then you can get the power on really early. And then here you just need to be patient and wait for the car to come round. And again the same on this corner, but just hope someone isn't going to go for the dive on you. But again we just missed the apex again. But we do get on the power a bit better than the German, but he is going to have our slipstream, so he will start to gain again. So you can see that delta's dropping now, so he is in the slipstream now, being pulled along, and as you see he comes onto the radar, so we're going to move to the inside to defend it, to show him we're going to defend it. So he stays to the outside, so we're going to keep this inside line, brake at our braking point, get the apex and keep that position. See, so again both of them, nothing wrong from either of them there, which is why I said I don't think they're dirty, they're just, you know, just little incidents that happen. But you see here he does give us a bump and then he pushes us wide, so that is a little bit dirty and naughty, which causes us to be a bit awkward joining, and the Dutch guy gets the run on both of us then. But we're trying to give him space still, because like I said, I don't think he's doing this deliberately maybe, as he sort of pushes the Dutch guy out the way there as well. So let's just go back and have a look at what happened here. So as you see, he does brake early, so he's not track, but then he accelerates early and bumps us, then bumps the side of us and just runs us off the tracks. It just, you know, it's just very bad driving and bad awareness maybe, or what, I don't know, but other times he has give us space, which is what makes me want to give him the benefit of the doubt as we go for the late move there, because the Dutch guy in front braked a bit early, but we're going to give him space, just a little bit of contact, and just nearly runs us out of space. But you see, he does swerve to the left, so he is trying to give us that space, and then he gives us space on the inside here, so we give him that space back. You see, so, you know, I've got nothing against this Dutch guy's driving. Like I said, I think he's making a couple of mistakes, but we all do that. But you can see he's quite clearly attempting to give space, so shout out to him as well in this one. But we go for the good exit out the final corner and we get it, so we've got the run on him. I don't know whether he's in slipstream or not, he might not be, but we have got the run. Will the line come first, or will the overtake come first? Here we go, and we just crossed the line. So they're 23 thousandths of a second in it there, so he just about beat me, so there we go. But we'll move on now to Kimi's point of view, what probably most people are here for, but I hope some of you are here for my racing, and if you are new because of this video, please check out some of my other videos and like and subscribe if you like what you're seeing. So as you see, we're starting the race. Let's see what he does at turn 1 here, because obviously we were up ahead at this point. So the car comes up his inside, but he takes it nice and smooth, then cuts the corner, and then watch, just turns left into that car, forcing him off the track. No need for it, absolutely pointless. You know, yes, it stopped him losing a position, so maybe you can say that's not trolling, that's just dirty driving because you don't want to lose a position. But, you know, just totally unnecessary when he took it so smooth into turn 1. To just do that makes it, to me, look like he's just trying to hit people. So you see, he's just coming up onto the back of us here, and this is coming up to where we had our incident with him. So we'll see what he does here. He's going to be in the slipstream, so we'll see as he comes into the slipstream. I'm presuming he's just going to brake really late, and he does brake late, but he gets it stopped. But watch this, he just accelerates into us and tries to push us across the inside of the corner. But why? There you go, he's lost himself a place, so, and then he's going to lose himself another, but no he's not, he's just going to swerve into that guy and push him off. So to me this just looks like deliberately trying to ruin other people's races, because he's getting no gain out of doing it. So let's see what he does here. Yeah, he's just going to do the dive for the inside, there's a surprise, and then he's just going to run us both off the track out of space. So you could say that's just dirty driving, because he's gaining himself places and he runs us off to stop himself from being re-overtaken. But, you know, he's risking getting himself hit. So there, he pulls in front of the guy about to overtake him to get a boost. So dirty driving, he's gaining himself an advantage. But watch here, he lifts off to let the guy come along and then just puts him straight into that wall. Then he turns across to the left on us. You know, so, but he's losing ground on the guys in front and he's not gaining places. And then he pushes this guy off. So he started the race in 7th, he's now in 8th. We come alongside him, he pushes us off. So this is why I think he's just trolling, and he's just trying to make everyone else have a bad experience and being toxic. He's not just, like, I think dirty drivers drive dirty because they just want to win and they want to finish high up and they don't care how. But to me this doesn't even look like that. This is just basically being toxic and just trying to ruin everyone else who's trying to have a fun time. But we'll skip ahead to the end of lap 3 here, because he obviously got himself in no man's land and had to catch up, and he just again barges his way past at the final corner and then pushes them out wide. But again, you could say, well, that's dirty because he gained himself up into 5th there, so he has gained from that one. But then here he's going to do the same again, just put this guy into the wall, but again slowing himself down as well, so he's not gaining by doing that. And he could have protected the inside, but he doesn't. He just let them have the inside twice now, so he can put them into the wall. But he has gained now, so maybe he's doing it to gain positions overall. So let's see what else goes on in this race. So you see the car up ahead runs wide. So as you see here, he's catching, so he's fast. He knows how to race, because every time he gets in clear air, he's putting in fast laps. So he knows what he's doing. But he cuts the corner there as though he's trying to gain up to these guys quicker, but that gets himself a penalty. So now he's going to have a penalty to serve, so totally unnecessary. Let's see, is he going to go for anything into this corner here? Let's have a look. He brakes late, but again he gets it stopped for the corner, but now he's just going to accelerate and try and accelerate into that guy, but he's got nowhere to push him. I presume he's going to go for the dive, is he? No, but he's going to still accelerate into that guy, trying to push him. And again here, another time likely to go for a dive, which he does. And then he's going to accelerate on the exit into this guy and just push him off the track, and then turn right and try and pit manoeuvre him. So then he dives to the inside here, so he's got himself up into third now. So he's gained an advantage now. This guy alongside him's got no penalty and he has, so he puts him into the wall. He serves his penalty but loses a place to the other guy that had a penalty, who he would have been ahead of. Then he puts this guy into the wall, then it lets the Polish guy past, then it lets this guy past, and he finishes 7th where he started. So if he hadn't done all that on the final straight, he possibly would have finished 3rd or 4th, which is what makes me say he's not doing it to be dirty, to gain places. He's purely doing it to ruin everyone else's experience. But that's all for this one, so let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and hopefully something gets done about this guy. But I know there's plenty of videos out there about him, so it's unlikely. But please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.